I'm Scott Huntsman with Tunex. I'm in Moab. I'm here at Moab Motorsports on the south end of town. As promised, I'm going in to talk with Rory Irish. All right, Rory.
Yes, sir.
Good to see you. This right here, the man, the myth, the legend, Rory Irish, Trailmater, Moab Motorsports. You're the trail recovery guy.
Yes, sir.
He's the guy that we call if you're in a bad spot. Doesn't matter if you're in a Jeep, a truck, side by side, rolled over ATV, whatever, right?
Whatever.
You'll go get him.
We can get you out.
And you'll fix it.
Well, we'll get you out.
Most of the time, you'll get us out anyway, right?
Yeah.
And with the world famous Trailmater, you built this yourself, right?
Yeah, mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah, mostly.
Kind of years of culmination.
It's
of
been
few
a
parts
long
and
time
pieces.
coming together.
But it's more than just really a trail rig. I mean, this is a working machine.
This
This is
very
something
working
that
machine.
you have built to do every type of job that you can do.
It's not a showpiece in any way. This is built to do what it does and do it very well. This is an 82 Chevy pickup.
Okay?
This started life, actually, when it came into my life, it was a mud truck. It was a great big giant mud truck for playing at the county fair in the mud and the mud runs. This is all built out of stuff out of my yard off of my old crawlers. This is a Jeep TJ front bumper.
Okay. Cool.
The seats that used to be in it were original out of my YJ.
All
The
right.
fuel tank was out of a YJ. Everything was just bits and pieces of what was laying around. I actually put a pole on the back, a little pole and an ATV winch, and it was just for moving motors and axles around the yard.
All right.
And then I moved back down to Moab, and everybody said, "Is that an off-road tow truck?" Give me a minute, and it could be.
Yep.
And so I started building it and adding to it, and it slowly progressed to what it is.
It just happened.
Slowly morphs as you go.
Gotcha.
Right. It's
Sitting
all-
on 1 tons.
Yeah, it's a 1-ton GM front axle,
Okay.
and then a 1-ton Dodge rear axle. It's a true dually rear axle.
Okay.
Out
How's
of
it geared?
410s.
410 gear.
410 gears, stock 205, which is only a 2-to-1 transfer case.
Okay.
So it is not geared low.
So you are relying on some horsepower. What's
no,
under the hood?
No, we do not rely on horsepower around here. We run on torque.
Torque. I
Yes.
like that.
Torque. This
So
is
what
a
do we got?
454 Chevy big block.
All right.
So
Fuel injected?
yes, sir.
All right.
Throttle body injection.
Nice.
And then the Granny 4-speed.
Okay.
So
Yep.
that's where we get our gearing in, is that
That's where
4-speed.
you get it. Right.
And so many people comment and ask why I don't run an automatic.
Yeah.
And out here
How
in
come?
the summer when it's 115 degrees, trust me, you do not want to deal with the heat of an automatic.
Okay. Makes sense. Well, you know, and that's the getting around part of it and the chassis. But you know, this has been cut up. This has been narrowed. When did all that happen? Was that back in his rock crawling days?
So we cut this down to be a rock crawler, and we actually put these bars in. We cut this and put these bars in, and that was it.
Okay.
It was all just sharp metal hanging out. I put these fenders on so I had somewhere to put my name and what we were doing.
Okay.
That was just all it was. But then it became like my fluid holders is all right in here.
Yep.
And it kind of progressed from there.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's talk about this. I mean, obviously this is the going part, but this is the working part, is everything back here. And I know that I've heard that you've got like umpteen winches all over this thing, from the side, from the rear, from the top.
I've got
How many winches?
6 winches total.
6 winches.
I've got 1 pulling every direction and 3 going out the rear.
Cool, cool. So we got plenty of winch power coming from about every direction conceivable. But you've got stuff on here. I see fire extinguishers, lights, tools, straps. I mean,
It's got onboard welder,
Okay.
onboard air. We carry tools and parts. We carry fuel pumps. We carry steel in case we need to weld anything together. I've actually more than a few times, we did it on the blue truck the other day, cut something off of it to use as a gusset to fix something. You know, build it out of steel, and if you need
so
to,
this
you
is
can cut it
more
off.
than just a recovery rig. it can be pieced apart as well.
Well, just
you know,
in case.
just in case,
Just
you
in
know,
case.
just fire up the cutter and take a piece of metal and use it where you have to.
You can't have this truck broke.
Exactly.
So we've tried to mitigate all the weak links out of it, but there's always something, and it's easy to keep something easy that breaks.
I'm gonna kind of figure that you've been doing this for a little while.
A while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of know what works and what doesn't.
Yeah, and that's why this truck's set up the way it is, because I know what works and what lasts.
Obviously, Rory, this thing is a workhorse of just all different types, but here is probably one of the most coolest things that ever happened out of this, and this is the February or March of 21 release of Car and Driver magazine. Car and Driver. It was like we were saying, supercars, performance cars. What's in here? Trailmater. Now, there's got to be a story behind this. How did this come to be?
So they called saying that they were doing an article about national parks.
Okay.
And then they said, well, we were doing an article on the national parks and we were talking with the national parks, and it was kind of like, well, what do you do if somebody breaks down out here in these super remote locations? And they go, well, we've got a guy that we call. And so they were kind of like, oh, this is interesting. And they called me up and we did an interview over the phone about all that stuff. And it didn't really click till I seen the magazine.
Yeah.
But of course, because of 2020, it got postponed about a year and all this stuff. And then when it came out, I didn't even know it was coming out. Somebody actually posted on Facebook and they're like, dude, I got my new Car and Driver and you're in it. And I'm like, oh, whoa.
Well, by the way, just so you're aware, this is sitting on the Moab Rim Trail, looking down over the Colorado River. One of my favorite spots to go in my own Jeep here. It's an absolutely beautiful setting, but this is absolutely fantastic. I think this is really a crowning point of you and your buddy here that you have created, your workhorse.
Yeah.
You know, you got someone that rides along with you every now and then.
Yeah, I do.
Can we talk to her?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Lily?
Lily? And who's this to you? Is this your dad?
Yeah.
Do you go on trail recoveries with him?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
You're not afraid to go?
A little.
A little? Which is your favorite, the buggy or the truck?
I say the truck.
How come?
It's kind of my favorite because it's this, I like it.
You just like it.
It gets all the attention.
It gets the attention. So when you guys go to help people on the trail, you've watched the camera, you've taken video of your dad while he does this.
Yeah.
You like doing that? I'd say it's probably one of the favorite parts of your day. How about, Lily, when you grow up? You still gonna help your dad when you're 20 years old?
Yeah.
Probably.
You got your own toolkit, don't you?
Yeah? That's pretty cool.
And, well, I kind of sometimes steal my dad's tools.
Do
Yes,
you?
she does.
Well, that's awful good. You're just fun to talk to. I think you're an awesome young lady. And good for you that you get to go on these rides with your dad. I want to go someday, but you know, I probably have to pay to ride along. You don't. One other thing that you will notice about Rory, Moab Motorsports, Trailmater, recovery truck of all time, you got a YouTube channel.
Yes, we do.
What is it?
It is Trailmater. It's actually based entirely off of the truck.
Sure, sure.
Like you said, nobody likes to call me, but everybody likes to see us coming.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. How do we find you?
So we've got Moab Motorsports on Facebook.
Okay.
We've got trailmater.com, which links to you can call for recovery straight from there.
You heard it. You saw it right here. You see this. This is absolutely amazing. I think this is just fantastic. Congratulations on that.
Thank you so
Rory,
much.
it's a pleasure. Thank you. More at your leisure in a moment.